Whether it is shonen, seinen, or fantasy, the involvement of the greatest evil anime organizations becomes very crucial for the narrative of the story. Welcome to WatchZilla. Today we are going to give you the top 10 greatest evil anime organizations in history that are feared in the community. Having an appealing cast of heroes is as much important as portraying a crime syndicate in the most glorifying way possible. People do not just love this synchronization, but they also admire it, and that's another reason why we see these evil organizations in anime more often. In anime, the role of evil organizations is pretty much simple, wreaking havoc on the protagonists and doing collateral damage. Different anime uses this perspective to display organized crime syndicates in their extreme way. While some organizations are known for being ruthlessly sinister and heinous, others allow viewers to feel empathy for the villains for their morally correct goals and touching backstories. Number 10. Millennium. Initially, the Hellsing franchise is all about vampires and the dark world, but surprisingly, the antagonist faction is handled by a sinister organization called the Millennium. The Millennium is a Nazi paramilitary organization, so there is no doubt about how evil they could be. The group was founded at the end of World War II after the defeat of human Nazis. Their purpose is to research and use supernatural beings for their military. What's more terrifying in this organization is that it consists of members who are robots, vampires, and mostly werewolves. Their supreme commander, the Major, is quite possibly one of the most twisted and maniacal anime villains ever. Plus, other Millennium members like Rip Van Winkle and the Doctor are memorable villains you would never want to cross paths with. It is said that this organization has no clear goals, and they just want to wage war. Number 9. League of Villains. My Hero Academia feels like a very peaceful series until the League of Villains makes its move. In between, the obvious bond between the pro-heroes and UA students, the diverse array of villains throughout the series is only possible because of the presence of the League of Villains. No matter what the crisis is, they are always at the center of the chaos. The most fearsome villain in the world, All for One, established this group to erase the identity of the heroes, and his ideals are followed by the current leader Tamura Shigaraki. From the very beginning, the group's leader Shigaraki has been set up as Deku's ultimate nemesis. Whether it's at school, camp training grounds, or the provisional licensing exams, the UA students never seem to escape from the League of Villains' clutches. Number 8. 12 Demon Moons. 12 Demon Moons is the primary villain group from the series Demon Slayer. The 12 Demon Moons are comprised of vicious and terrifyingly strong demons created by Muzan Kibutsuji, who is the progenitor of all demon kind. They are in order based on their strength, and each has received a significant amount of Muzan's blood. The 12 Demon Moons are divided into two parts. The lower rank being the weakest and the upper rank being the strongest. They are further divided into the 6 upper ranks and the 6 lower ranks, and each has a number assigned to them. All these evil creatures were humans in their previous lives, but they voluntarily chose to be demons by assimilating Muzan's blood. They all can use blood demon arts and techniques manifested through the blood that only powerful demons can access. These demons lurk in the shadows and devour humans to survive and become strong. The upper 6 ranks are enjoyable to watch. Each of them has a unique personality and a fighting style. And they also provided a great obstacle to the heroes in the story, making them a great villain group. Muzan lacks as the final boss, and the lower 6 aren't that impressive, hence they have a low place in this list. Number 7. Port Mafia. Bungo Stray Dogs Port Mafia is one of the most notorious criminal organizations in seinen anime. a mysterious organization led by Again Moore. The Port Mafia is a major antagonist in the series. The Port Mafia is one of the most sinister evil organizations in anime, known for their shady business of extortion, assassination, smuggling, and trafficking. Despite being disreputable for their illegal activities, they hold much power and influence over Yokohama City, which allows them to execute underhanded business deals over the table. A few well-known members of the Armed Detective Agency also have ties to this wicked group. The Port Mafia can bend the law and conduct their criminal activities in a legal manner. A group of mobsters, the Port Mafia, houses some of the most powerful characters in the anime. Each faction within the Mafia is led by powerful, skilled fighters such as Ryo Nosuke Akutagawa and Chuya Nakahara. Even formidable Osamu Dazai was a member of the Mafia in past, clearly stating the amount of strength and power they hold. Number 6. The Ten Commandments. 10 Commandments are from the series 7 Deadly Sins. It's interesting how in this show the good guys are the 7 deadly sins and the bad guys are the 10 holy commandments. They are elite members of the demon clan selected by the Demon King himself. He created the 10 Commandments to help him rule over the demon realm. They each have a commandment of power given by the king himself. He split his power to share with his subjects, making sure his position isn't in jeopardy by giving all of the power to a single individual, but instead dividing it amongst 10 fragments. This power gives them a unique curse to whoever breaks a rule specific to each member. All members are unique from each other, and their dynamic is great to watch. They are really strong, and their unique abilities add to the charm. Some of the characters individually aren't that interesting, hence they have a place low on the list. Number 5. The Homunculi. Homunculi in the FMA world is regarded as a sort of myth. The concept is known to every alchemist, but no one's ever managed to come close to making one. Homunculi is a sinister cult in the alchemy world of Fullmetal Alchemist, known for their evil deeds to reach their prime goal. The organization is comprised of 7 members, and each of the homunculi represents the 7 deadly sins: pride, lust, greed, gluttony, wrath, sloth, and envy, and somewhere on them within them exists a philosopher's stone that would allow them to transmute seemingly without obeying the basic law of alchemy. To obtain something of equal value has to be given. The members of the homunculi are created by a supreme being named Father. He used a peculiar and heinous process to make them, which involved the unification of the souls of others. Each of the homunculi are beings of unique immense power, and each with a personality built around the sin they embody. Killing any of them is a very hard task that requires an insane amount of planning and skill, because the only way to kill one of them is to drain the philosopher's stone within them of all of its power. Most of them possess hatred and malice for other humans, causing bloodshed and violence wherever they go. Number 4. The Espada. The Espada is an elite group of hollow Shinigami hybrid rankers in Bleach, serving as the primary opponents of the Gate 12 captains during Aizen's war, who have the potential to overthrow captain-level Shinigami. After the Privarin, Espada became obsolete in front of Aizen's artificially created Espada. They were given power by Aizen to help him in his goal of creating Oken by sacrificing the souls of Karakura town. The Espada is comprised of 10 ranker with exemplary strength. Members of the Espada are given a number from 0 to 9. The lower the number, the more Ryoryoku the Espada has. Any Espada ranked 4th or higher are not allowed to release their Zanpakuto within Las Notches, nor are any Espada allowed to discharge a Gran Rey Zero, as both are powerful enough to destroy the majority of Las Notches. Their importance in anime and their epic fights earn the Espada the spot this high on the list. Number 3. Phantom Troop. Being the spectacular anime of the last decade, Hunter x Hunter is home to one of the greatest evil anime organizations, which is known as the Phantom Troupe. The Phantom Troupe, led by Krallo Lucifer in Hunter x Hunter, is the mastermind behind some of the most atrocious acts in history. Infamous in the Hunter world for having Class A bounties on their heads, the members of this organization are the culprits behind the slaughter of the Kurta clan. The group is comprised of 13 members with numbered spider tattoos ranging from 1 to 12. Most members of this ruthless group originate from Meteor City. They don't adhere to any limits or ethics while executing complicated heists and have committed mass murder and robbery without a second thought. Wiping out the entire population for the right price is an easy task for them. The Phantom Troupe keeps the entire world on its toes. Number 2. Igiri Tree. Igiri Tree is a terrorist organization founded by Ito Yoshimura. They actively combated the CCG, inflicting heavy casualties on them. The organization is believed to be governed by a mysterious one-eyed king, whom the members of the organization have never seen, except for Tatara, a direct subordinate of the king and one of Igiri's leaders. The organization is comprised of ghouls who vary from C to S rank. The organization had several thousand ghouls in its ranks. The upper chain of command consisted of many ghouls S-rated or higher like Naki, Tatara, Miza, Ayato, and Takazawa. The Igiri Tree is united under the ideology of ghoul supremacy, as promoted by the one-eyed king. The major goal of the Igiri Tree is to make ghoul the most dominant species and plan to overthrow humanity and ascend to power. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1. Akatsuki. Finally, it's time to end this list with arguably the greatest evil anime organization of all time, Akatsuki from Naruto Shippuden. Akatsuki began as a group striving for world peace, but their initial goal took an evil turn under Nagato's leadership after his best friend Yuhiko was murdered. Today, the group is known for its characteristic black coats with red clouds and instilled fear in shinobi everywhere. The Akatsuki members were shinobi who abandoned their hidden villages and decided to become assassins, making the shinobi world a more dangerous place. They are a criminal organization of shinobi who pursue their version of justice and peace, and the members are mostly heinous criminals who are on the run. The group consists of 9 members who are mostly S-rank shinobis. Their primary goal is to acquire all the tailed beasts from the great nations and subsequently wage a war against them. They serve as the main antagonists in the latter part of Naruto. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchZilla and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.